The story of Adolf Hitler, the leader of Nazi Germany, goes beyond what is usually told in history books. Behind his image as a brutal dictator, there are lesser-known aspects of his life, full of contradictions and secrets that have been deliberately hidden or obscured. This story explores Hitler's life from his childhood in Austria to his tragic end in Berlin, focusing on the dramatic events and psychological and political aspects that shaped his personality and policies. The beginning, a troubled childhood. Adolf Hitler was born on April 20, 1889, in Braunau am Inn, a small village in Austria. He grew up in a troubled family environment. His father, Alois, was a harsh customs official who constantly abused Adolf. His mother, Clara, was the only source of affection in his life, but her early death from cancer in 1907 left a deep scar on his psyche. Hitler twice failed to enter the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna, leading him to a life of homelessness and poverty on the city streets. There, his anti-Semitic views began to take shape, influenced by the extreme nationalist speeches he heard in coffeehouses and shelters. The rise of Nazism. After serving in World War I, where he was awarded the Iron Cross for bravery, Hitler joined the small German Workers' Party, DAP, in 1919, which later evolved into the Nazi Party. With his impressive oratory skills, he was able to captivate a crowd frustrated by Germany's defeat in the war and the Treaty of Versailles. In 1923, he led a failed coup attempt known as the Beer Hall Putsch in Munich, which led to his imprisonment. During his brief imprisonment, he wrote Mein Kampf, My Struggle, which revealed his racist ideas and ambitions to expand Lebensraum, living space, for Germans. Power and Terror. In 1933, Hitler was appointed Chancellor of Germany after the Nazi Party won the elections. He exploited the Reichstag fire to pass the Enabling Act, which granted him dictatorial powers. He began implementing his racist policies, targeting Jews, gypsies, homosexuals, and the disabled. But there is a fascinating secret. According to some documents, Hitler never visited the concentration camps himself, preferring to delegate the dirty work to leaders like Himmler and Heydrich, perhaps to avoid facing the bloody reality of his orders. The Mystery of Tibet and the Aryans. In 1938, Hitler sent a secret mission to Tibet led by zoologist Ernst Schaefer to investigate the origins of the Aryan race, which the Nazis believed to be superior. The goal was to gather evidence to support their racist theories about Atlantis and pure blood. This mission, which included measuring Tibetan skulls and making face masks, aroused the suspicions of the British, who believed the Germans were spies. This episode demonstrates the extent of Hitler's obsession with racial myths. The end, the last refuge. As the Allies approached Berlin in April 1945, Hitler holed up in his underground bunker, FührerBunker. On April 30, with Soviet troops just meters away, Hitler committed suicide with a bullet to the head next to Eva Braun, who had taken cyanide. Their bodies were burned in the Chancellery garden, as per his instructions. But rumors persisted. Did he flee to Argentina? Soviet documents later confirmed his suicide, but the fate of his body remained shrouded in mystery. The hidden side. Psychological contradiction. Hitler suffered from possible psychological disorders, including depression and mania, and his decisions may have been influenced by his addiction to drugs such as amphetamines prescribed by his personal physician. His social relationships. Despite his image as an irresistible leader, Hitler was socially isolated. He reportedly expressed false sympathy for Jews in private conversations, but insisted on extermination as the final solution. Modern myths. Some controversial theories, circulated by ex-platform posts, claim that the United States helped Hitler escape to South America. These claims lack solid evidence and are considered unreliable. Subversive events. The failure of the Beer Hall Putsch, 1923. Hitler's bold attempt to seize control of Munich ended in an armed confrontation with the police and his imprisonment, but he used the trial to promote his ideas. Kristallnacht, 1938. An organized attack against Jews in Germany, in which Jewish shops and synagogues were destroyed, revealing the brutality of the Nazis. The Miracle of Dunkirk, 1940. Hitler's controversial decision to halt the German advance, allowing 400,000 Allied soldiers to escape from France. July 20, 1944. A military plot to kill Hitler with a bomb miraculously failed, resulting in the execution of 5,000 people. Suicide in the Bunker, 1945. Hitler's final moments as he chose death over surrender, amid the collapse of his empire.